Spend it, save, invest.
Ladies and gentlemen, and reading superheroes, I would now like to S-T-A-R-T start the play!
I'm Schon, co-founder and CEO of Akili Network that launched Akili Kids in March of 2020. I've had some really great jobs over, it's been a long time. Since 1973 I've been working in the business. And the best job has been Akili TV. And that's a tribute to the people here, and in a way having impact that we had no idea that it was going to be so great. In college I majored in economics. On my last year I decided to do a film. So I had a film course. That's what inspired me to decide to abandon economics and pursue a career in television and film. I began at the very bottom as a gopher. One of my very first jobs out of college was working for some programs for Sesame Workshop. It's fun to do things for kids. I mean, there's the fun part because you can have a sense of humor. It's not too serious, but also you see the impact. There was a moment after working really every weekend for 6 months when suddenly we're alive in Kenya. And that was 3 weeks after all the children in Kenya were sent home because of COVID. So you can kind of imagine the first free-to-air channel with good content for kids, and we're suddenly there. So that was, a moment in time. We applied for a TV license at the time that Kenya was moving from analog to digital terrestrial television. It was, in fact, a request from someone who was working on Vision 2030 back in 2012, who contacted my partner Jesse, who we knew, about how could we come up with ideas to grow the creative economy. So that actually is what led to us doing some thinking, our first trip here, and then realizing that we could apply to get a TV channel. When we were originally doing the business plan, something I would often say is, oh, I feel like I'm cheating because I've seen the answers to the test. So coming into Kenya with a niche channel, something just for children, people were going, well, that really? You're going to do that? I remember in 1980 in the US, nobody understood that if you narrowed your content offering, it would be a destination for anyone interested in sports or for kids or for news. And so coming here, we thought, well, it's the same thing, but I know it's going to work because there was a gap in the marketplace. There was no free-to-air, 24/7 channel just for children. Our very first investor was a couple, Kit and Jerry Laybourne. Jerry built Nickelodeon. She was actually someone who also put in money, but also gave a really good bit of advice, which is what you're creating is a destination, a safe destination for kids. One, particularly when you look at children, and you're going to have content that has some learning outcomes or educational component to it, visual is super important. We also now are doing events for kids. So last one was over 5,000 parents and kids. So we do believe that there's more to just watching TV, but at least when you're watching on our channel, you're always learning something. We have 35 full-time employees. We have around 7 people who are working as contractors, whether interns or part-time people that are essential to our work. And then on top of that, we are supporting more indirectly people who have created content that we air on the channel. The gap that existed in Kenya in terms of no good children's educational entertainment programming exists throughout sub-Saharan Africa. We are in the process of raising a large round next year, which will allow us to go into other countries. One thing that I realize is my superpower apparently is I'm tenacious and I don't give up. So, don't give up is an important message. But I also think if one is looking to create content, do the research, see what else is out there, see what it is that's going to make what you do unique or fresh, new, different. I think that one of the great things right now in terms of creating content is the cost has really come down. and the quality that you can get using a phone is pretty amazing. So it's really then about what is an audience interested in? What story are you going to tell them? What is it that is going to resonate with an audience? Kenya has a future that is going to be good, and I would love to be part of growing the creative economy specifically around animation, because I think there is the talent here, and the rest of the world is hungry for Kenyan stories.
I